Good morning, my dear brothers and sisters, and my humble pranams at the holy feet of Lalaji Maharaj, revered Babuji Maharaj, and all elders of our mission. Today, I would like to read one of the poems, divine poems of revered Lalaji Maharaj on his birthday celebration. I pray him, I sincerely pray at his holy feet to shower his grace on all of us to reach the to reach our goal in this very life. So he wrote the poem, a solemnly call, howsoever are you under any mode of existence thou art in, accept my solemnly call and come forth. I am restlessly looking forward, thou art to come. Have courage and embrace my touch. Get absorbed in the ethereal companionship and embosom the pleasure of annihilation beyond the veil. So come and let me welcome thee in this town, situated on the southern bank of the Ganges. In my abode within the city of Fatehgarh, do come at least once. My doors are open even today. I am ardently eager to warm with you. I am self waiting for you to look at least once, only once. My eyes are impatient, pungent, or my looks search for thee is on even today. Come once, only once, but do come. Be as you are once, only once. You have been reciting Gita and Vedas so long, kept on performing yagna and havans, rituals and sacrifices, and whatever miseries you had to undergo, it went on and continued. Now you'd have to gather the courage to get rid of the knowledge so acquired, to become an ignorant again, so as to get completely absorbed in nothingness. The beliefs with which you have tied yourself, you would have to get rid of them as well. In the entire humanity, in the history of the world, and the life and its appearance contained in it, I shall fit it with love and with the truth of love. Let this be a renaissance. Come on, I shall make you fearless. Come on, once only once, only once. Om Shanti. That is the poem. And the next one is some of the things Lalaji Maharaj, I have full faith that whatsoever would ponder over and adopt the below mentioned principles in his life, Lalaji's life, he would always get the necessary help for reaching his destination, and his life would become easy, and their lives would be a beacon for the others. So this is the points that need to be kept in mind. Or Lalaji said, number one, to fulfill responsibility towards all the members of the family, including children, with full attention. Number two, to regularly arrange for the daily necessities of the family so that no one is put to unnecessary difficulties. One should also keep in mind the quality of the provisions, and the liking of the family members. Third one, in a joint family, to encourage one's wife and children to live a simple life and to be happy in whatever condition one might have to live. Fourth one, to ensure proper interaction with the spouse and to develop mutual consent for a common faith and belief. Fifth one, if someone is suffering seriously in the family or relation, or if someone dies, one must sympathize us and try to share their grief. Sixth, to nurture a feeling of compassion and mercy in the heart. One of Prophet Muhammad's attributes is, that is, Rahmat e Alam, which means compassion and mercy personified for the world. This should always be kept in mind to garner a feeling of love and affection for all without expecting anything in return, to be kind to animals and to keep their needs in mind and to feel for them and serve them like a member of the family, to treat ladies with respect, follow etiquettes, and to be kind to them, to be 10th, to be kind and sympathetic to servants. 11th, to do good even to enemies and to think well of them. 12th, to forgive the enemies and know and to overlook their conduct. 13th, to love and have sympathy for the poor. 14th, to see above religious bigotry when meeting with persons belonging to their religions. 15th, to maintain a distance with atheists and those who equate others with God, but at the same time not to have hatred towards them. 16th, cultured behavior with the enemies and to provide monetarily help to the needy. 17th, to worship and venerate the Supreme Soul and to have faith on Him. 18th, to be firm and one's promise and to stand by it in all situations and to fulfill the same. 19th, to speak the truth without being afraid of its result. 20th, to stand firm with one's bow without being afraid of the difficulties with enthusiasm and courage. 21, to complete the job taken in hand and to take it to its reasonable end. 22nd, to fulfill others' desires and to do their work, if not unethical. 23rd, to attend personally to all daily course. 24th, to develop a nature of being alert, modest, reserved, and maintaining a reasonable distance. 25th, to discourage people from indulging in flattery. 26th, to encourage people to respect equality. 27th, to discourage people from heroism or being authoritative and to encourage them to be polite, natural, and to behave like ordinary people. 28th, to encourage simplicity and intimacy and frankness in behavior. 29th, to discourage praise on one's face and criticism of others. 30th, not to run away from family and responsibility for seeking the God. 31, adoption of non-violence. 32, not to accept any undue obligation or undue favor from anyone. 33, not to accept donations, presents, or gifts from a person under obligation. 34, presents and gifts be given with due respect. 35, not to accept any donation given by others for charity. 36. Not to beg and not to ask for help with meekness. 37. To receive guests with honor. 38. To sacrifice one's own self interest for others and to help them even at the cost of one's own basic needs. 39th. It is easy to deliver justice in isolation, but difficult to deliver unbiased justice while living in the society and keeping relations with all. 40. Whatever path one may adopt, but one should adopt its principles to such an extent that it becomes a part of his existence. 41. Tawakkal, that is, to have complete faith and dependence on the Almighty, to leave the outcome of all actions and efforts, all incidents and their effect on the Supreme Soul, and to live accordingly to His will. 42nd. One should not speak of any doubt, threaten, or frighten anyone for seeking the love of God. Rather, one should explain his love using the terms like surely and invaluable, feeling peace and comfort in his worship, and to worship him without seeking anything in return. And 41, that is meaning thereby to be afraid of his wrath. The real meaning is not to expect that the time spent by him in worship would see him through, but to constantly keep his fear, to think with what would happen when his turn would come. 44. Continuous remembrance, even in the battlefield, that is, while performing one's duty or any action, that is, constant remembrance. In this regard, Gita says, O Partha, because of the practice of meditation and with an unwavering mind, one who is constantly engaged in his remembrance reaches the divine in the form of light. That is, he reaches the God. Om Shanti. That's all. And thank you, Robert. Let us all have a divine day in the remembrance of great, revered LALAJI Maharaj and his. We expect his blessings at his holy feet. Om Shanti.